Welcome back, Captains and Admirals, to another video with a funny muffler. And today we're on S3. We have a division mate with us, one of my friends. We are currently using Big Mammie, and they are using a Mammie. So it's no carriers in this game, and there's 2 DDs aside. So I do believe the black has spawned on our side near Alpha. So what we're going to do now is we're going to see how well we can do in Big Mammie and see if we can get some spicy secondaries going. So I do have a secondary build. I use Willisley, and I have Franz on Hipper and Haruna as inspirations. And she is fully geared towards secondaries, apart from instead of properly meticulous, she has Master Mechanic instead for the extra heals. I don't have it up to its second level yet, so it's only gives me the one extra health repair party. So I am lacking one. And looks like Annie Doing wasn't looking when he was going. Old Speedy Gonzalez. Got a cruiser. I believe that's the Flint. Yes, it is. Secondary's opening up. Get some shells out. Oh, dispersion was awful. So, our division mate is slow to let us pass. We are using the, I think it's bad advice cap guys, I do believe. And this is also another video that I will have the quote-unquote updated thumbnails. I'm trying to get like new thumbnails out and trying to make it look a bit more professional and not as bland. So we've got 2 ships pushing down through B. We've got the Brandenburg and another battleship. We have 2 cruisers over to our left in A, currently capturing as well. And there's a battleship last detected between A and B. And we'll see what we can do now. So dispersion's not really being our friend. It is getting a bit painful. We do have a Scharnhorst. What best thing for us to do now is come to a complete stop and then put mass into reverse. Because the Scharnhorst, she has torpedoes, and secondaries aren't bad on Scharnhorst. So we don't want to take too much unnecessary damage. So our secondaries, we haven't got the best angle from at the moment. So what will happen now is, as we go into reverse, we'll turn and try to get a better angle for our secondaries. I do believe Mass's secondaries are 127mm. I like having 2 Fletchers stuck to the side of your ship. Unfortunately, not quite as fast a reload as the Fletchers, though. I think the reload of mine is down to 4.4 seconds off the top of my head. So we get some decent damage on the Scharnhorst. If my voice does go, I'm still recovering from that cold. It's been nearly a week now, and I just can't seem to shift it. So I do apologise. But yeah, our secondaries do some nice chip damage. And the thing is, even if they're not damaging, it's still that fire chance as well. Yeah, it looks like they're hitting the armor belt. We do lose our division mate to one of the cruisers. He got torpedoes, which is unfortunate. And a nice hefty hit there on the Scharnhorst. Took her down. And there's the little fugitive who took out our division mate. So we'll see if we can get some vengeance for him. It's not looking likely at the moment, though. Because I'm starting to straighten up to try and get my guns around. But that Charlemagne will most likely get away. So our best option now is to try and secure A. And then move in then from A through the centre to B. And then see if we can catch the cruiser, hopefully either between A and B, or, you know, if he's going to move into B, we'll try and catch him there. So double checking my secondary range there, which it was 10.9. So we're going to move in now and assist with the Brandenburg and the other battleship that's currently in B. Because currently we only have one friendly battleship firing and reset in B. So we slow down, leave the Black Pass, because there's a bug going on at the moment, and it's as if somebody's just put flypaper on the sides of everybody's ships, and if you get into a collision, you just seem to stick together. Like, it's as if you're magnetized. It's really crazy. So I've just been trying to make sure I'm giving teammates a wide berth. So there was the Charlemagne there. If he pops back up, if he continues on his course, we should spot him and be able to kill him. Or can we send him to the bottom? There he is. We'll go meet Davy Jones. Let's see it. Say hi. And to Davy Jones he goes. Devastating strike. Fantastic. Yeah, I would be interested in hearing your opinions on secondary batteries and, you know, using the secondaries to your advantage in, you know, setting fires, chipping, no, doing chip damage, warding off, you know, lightly armored ships such as cruisers and some destroyers. I do quite enjoy using secondaries. I know they're not massively effective against heavily armored ships, especially if they're hitting on the belt armor, but they can, well, there's always that fire chance as well, and setting fires, you know, it's always a good thing. But there's two enemy battleships to the north. So they've just collided, you know, they're just pulling apart. I believe it's a Richelieu and a Roma, is it? Oh, fire the Richelieu. Hopefully we'll get some decent hits. There we go, one penetration. Nothing to write home about. Massachusetts goes down to our friendly Bismarck. Brandenburg is still kicking. There's the Jervis. Brandenburg takes on our Bismarck in return. Well, will that Jervis play a part? Because, yes, we are ships ahead. And we have 2 destroyers, cruiser, 2 battleships. They've only got 1 destroyer and 3 battleships. We also have the cap advantage and the point advantage as well. But you should never write off, you know, the enemy team, or if you're in this situation, you know, write yourself off, because you'll be surprised how fast battles can change. Especially if people think they've won as well. They tend to play a bit more loosely. And that can end up tipping the battle into the enemy's favour. And snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, as they say. We'll come around and see if we can get some pot shots off on this French and Italian battleship. So secondaries open up. Jervis gets spotted. I straight away lock my secondaries onto the Jervis. So, Baguette goes broadside. Got a Citadel. I'm quite surprised there's a Citadel there, because we all know the French do tend to have very, very strange armour layouts. There's been a couple of times where I've shot Richelieu's completely flat broadside and they just walk it off. Oh, double strike for the black there, fantastic. He's having a really good game. Look how he's sat at 97,000 damage, 3 citadels, 114 secondary battery hits. Got a cap, got to defend, 2 kills. So, got a good spread of ribbons, and hopefully we'll get a decent amount of XP payout at the end of this. And a good bit of credits to boot. Well, Jervis was spotted briefly there again. But I'm going to turn now, make sure this Bismarck, let's say Bismarck, Brandenburg is taken out. Because ideally I would like to try and secure B. Because there's no point me trying to chase down that destroyer because he's heading away. But both our destroyers are heading back as well, which I thought was quite strange.
The ship is on fire.
Bismarck. Again, Bismarck. I think Brandenburg's just beached itself.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Like I said, any mess ups, I'm just going to completely blame on the cold. That's going to be my cop-out for this video. Oh. His main battery ricocheted off our armor and our turrets. High penetration, but very little damage. Secondaries are firing back. Doing reasonable damage. We just earned a high caliber for ourselves as well, so fantastic. And you can never sniff at the chip damage. And down he goes. So we're up to 3 kills now. 124,000 damage. We do have torpedoes who come in. We will eat one of them. Hopefully it won't be a flood. Luckily it wasn't a flood. Because I don't know how many times you guys have been in that situation, but 90% of the time it always ends up in a flood. But yeah, we're spotted at the moment, so that's where I'm estimating that the Jervis could be. Because if you look at the map, last time he was spotted, he was heading back towards A's direction. Well, spotted now. Ideally, we need our DDs to spot him. We should be able to skew this cap, hopefully. Get a bit of extra XP for ourselves. And at this rate, we'll most likely point out before we see the Jervis again. I will say S3 is probably one of my favourite maps. I do quite like this map. It's quite a nice map to play in CV as well. The Jervis is incredibly low. We're going to accelerate now. What we'll do as we come on the corner, we'll pop our secondary consumable. Oh, he's gone dark. Will those shells in flight kill him? Possibly. There he goes, mask on him. Very nice. I think most of our team have played really well there. So, up to milestone 69, the best milestone, obviously. So, ended up with 124,000 damage, and we are top the team. 2,587 base XP, 3 kills. So, a very good game there. So, we have bad advice cap, exactly. I was correct. So, we've got Secondary Battery Mod 2 for the 20% increase in fire range and minus dispersion. Propulsion mod for the increased acceleration. RGA mod, which I do prefer for this, for the extra torpedo detectability range and the guaranteed acquisition of enemy ships. And then I did change this after the battle. I did end up changing it to secondary battery mod from main battery. Bad advice cap, which is William Sims. You've got Norman for Nuisance. We have Porcupine, Firefighter, Master Mechanic. And then we have Will to Rebuild. And then his base rate is Don't Let It Spill, which will help to survive. Haruna for dispersion and secondary range, and Francis Tipper for grouping and secondary range again. And that's all she wrote. So thank you very much for getting this far in the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. If you don't like it, feel free to leave a dislike and any constructive criticism you may have. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and good luck.